BELA Act, what Helen Zille is pursuing with her statements is very treasonous.
Let's now get more reaction from the African National Congress on Helen Zille's utterances on the BELA Act. We now speak to ANC NEC member Dakota Legoete. Mr. Legoete, thank you so much for your time this afternoon. Let's first get your reaction then to the latest utterances by the DA's Helen Zille about how parallel medium streams at schools are used as an excuse for eradicating Afrikaans as a medium of instruction.
Thank you very much, and good afternoon to all the viewers. The statement by Helen Zille, it's very reckless and irrational, given the history of this country from transatlantic slave trade to colonization to apartheid. That is the history of this country, and all of us are duty-bound to respect how other people feel and to respect the right of other people. And I think the attempt by Helen Zille to create an impression that the African National Congress want to attack Africans, it's baseless and it does not have any substance, because Afrikaans is spoken by over 9 million South Africans. Afrikaans is also an institution of research and science in a number of our universities and schools in the country. And there's no way that you can find it easy to kill a language. Afrikaans is one of the 12 official languages of our country. It's fully protected by the Constitution and all laws of the Republic. What we are requesting and trying to push on the BELA Act is to ensure that all languages enjoy equal rights in this country. They enjoy the same status in terms of research and science and accessibility and inclusivity. So given our history, it's very reckless for Madam Zille to say what she's saying.
Yeah.
Least she makes of racism. She's becoming now a fascist.
The argument, of course, for those that are opposed to the implementation of the contentious clauses, including 4 and 5, by the likes of also the DA, is that there will be no means to avoid abuse of power, given that Clause 5 allows, for instance, the head of provincial education department to override SGB decisions at schools on language admissions. And there's also that other concern that parental choices will also not be respected. What do you say to that, especially to just allay fears and clarify what this means in as far as schools also maintaining some level of autonomy, but also ensuring that everybody gets an equal opportunity to be going to whatever school that they prefer?
Look, all languages enjoy equal status according to the Pan South African Language Board and the Constitution of the Republic. It cannot be that other languages are treated like languages spoken by children of a lesser God. And Helen Zille must tell us whether she has now reached a level of fascism or extremism to create an impression that has the potential to divide society, that has the potential to undermine our social cohesion, republic, because here we are from a history of slave trade, colonialism, apartheid. We have been divided. So anybody who can fuel that situation can bring the whole country down. What Helen Zille is trying to pursue is very treasonous, because Helen Zille, I don't think even she can speak Afrikaans. I studied in Afrikaans from an Afrikaans university, Potchefstroom University for Christelijke Onderwijs. We know what power does language have in research and science, and where the BELA Act is just trying to say, let all languages get the same status, let all institutions of our learning be accessible to everybody, irrespective of language we can speak, because South Africa, we are duty bound to respect 12 languages, including the sign language.
Yeah, Mr. Legoete, as we wrap our conversation, perhaps let me ask you this. The 3-month consultation period that President Cyril Ramaphosa, of course, afforded all parties has now come and gone, and he said that if the parties could not reach an agreement before the deadline, which was the 13th of December, full implementation of the act would proceed, so given the challenges with your GNU partner, the DA. What concerns do you have as the ANC about your relationship with the DA going forward within the GNU, especially when you consider the concerns of having Afrikaans medium schools or the voices that are also saying that Afrikaans medium schools or the implementation thereof as really not promoting transformation in this country, as also you've alluded to earlier on?
Look, it's just unfortunate that some of the things are created and are done or said to be the other way around. I told you about colonization and apartheid in this country. Victims of those things, including slave trade, have never been compensated. And if we were to bring a class action on their behalf, what would likely be of this country? It's the same pain that you get with a language. Look, there are 12 official languages in this country. If other languages are going to be treated like languages spoken by children of a lesser God and others of a bigger God, it will not be accepted. We must treat and appreciate that we are equal human beings living within the same boundary and country, and we must respect the laws of our country, which recognizes 12 languages. So 12 languages means in any institution, in any establishment, they must all be accessible and be all equal. It cannot be that Madam Helen Zille come with a fascist attitude which disrespects the quality of our languages as African people, especially the previously disadvantaged individuals. If she wants to go out of this GNU, she can go.
Thanks for watching. Share, like, and subscribe.